Welcome to the 3 ways to get your website built. This video will cover the pros and cons of working with an agency or freelancer. Now, just like DIY platforms, there are tons of agencies and freelancers out there who will build a website for you. Now, this is for the people who don't want to do it themselves, don't have the time on their hands, and are willing to spend a good bit of money to get this set up. Now, again, there's a ton of options out there, so the cost can vary across the board, but typically speaking, you're looking at, for a good website, going through the design process and the build out for a small business, anywhere between a few $1,000s to $10,000 plus to get that website built for you. Now, on the pro side, if you have an exact design in mind that you want to build, but you don't have the means to do it yourself, an agency can be great to take that design and build it exactly to spec, exactly how you want that site to look. So that's a great option. Second, again, it's going to not require a ton of time for you. And for the most part, that agency will take care of the design and the build out, send you options, get your approval, and take that live. On the con side, it's going to take a lot of time. It's not going to be completely up to your own control. There's going to be time that's bottlenecked by the agency putting designs together. Maybe they have other clients. Maybe it's a pretty intensive project, and to build that thing out. So it could take anywhere between 1 to 6 months to get that website built, approved, and go live. And don't be fooled, it is still going to require some effort from you to put all the content together and send that over to the agency. It's also going to take some time to make sure you're approving what they're sending over and sign off on, yeah, this looks good, or I want some tweaks here, and go back and forth. The other con is sometimes the costs are not fully transparent. You might think, hey, $5,000, I'm going to pay it up front and we're good to go. Never going to have to pay for this thing again. I'm going to get all the value. But the reality is, a lot of these agencies, on top of that setup fee, will have an ongoing hosting fee. And maybe they'll have a charge every time you want to make an edit yourself. And in some cases, if you want to have the flexibility to make edits to this website yourself, you won't be able to do that if you work with an agency. There are some agencies that'll give you access to the platform after they launch the site, so you can make edits yourself. There's a lot out there that we've seen that don't provide that option. So if you're looking to make a last second change to your hours of operation, or swap out some photos or people on your team page, you may not be able to do that if you're working with a group that requires you to go through that. And the last option, I'm sharing the secrets to a hybrid between DIY and agencies. I'll tell you why it's the best option and how you can get started right away.